of this big 10-year reunion of the Power franchise and some of the things going on. So take a look at this real quick.
We have reached a truly epic milestone here. It's Power 10-year anniversary. Shout out to the fans.
We are nothing without you.
So, Moochie, they got that going on. And they also have this going on, Moochie, that I sent you a link so that you can go. Anyone that's a fan of Power, you can go on the website right now. The link is in my video description for the New York Takeover premiering June 6th. Then they've got Power Times Ghost Immersive Fan Experience on June 7th through the 8th. The link is in my video description. All this leading up has had me thinking about this, Moochie, Omari and the things he's been saying. So I got one more video for you, Moochie. Then we'll talk about where we think it's going to go. But before we do that, I got to let y'all check out a sponsor of the channel. It's me.
Check out shoplifegains.com. That is the official online store for Lamont Tyson's and the Life Gains brand. We have several products in here. First and foremost, we have our Life Gains featured collection, where we've got everybody's favorite B to the 6 Power repping Jasmine Crockett bleach blonde bad built butch body. You can check that out by clicking into Life Gains featured content. And you can also go to our link that says Being Black in America, where we've got a whole lot of things. We got the Black Justice t-shirt. That's a film that I'm writing that's going to soon be coming out. And we've also got the film that's in festivals right now that I'm a part of. It's called Brand New, and you can rep and help represent the brand by getting that shirt. And last but not least, let us not forget shirts that we came out with last week. The opposite of poverty is not wealth. The opposite of poverty is justice. That shirt is brand new. And we've also got this one right here. The revolution will be televised, featuring our girl Jasmine Crockett and a whole host of other Black events that have shaped Black America over the last 12 months. Be sure to go.
Ghost didn't get to die with anybody. Ghost died alone.
He did.
That nigga died on the floor. Cold floor.
Son killed him.
That nigga's son was hurt.
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's not good.
That's not good. That's not good.
Because that's not a statement that we should make to the Black community.
Yeah, yeah.
Or other communities.
Did you tell Courtney that when?
Absolutely. My only issue with that. Had no issue with him dying.
Yeah.
I had an issue with the way the story started going. Because that's not the way the story started.
Yeah.
It started making him an anti-hero. He was originally the anti-hero's hero. He was an anti-hero hero.
Yeah, yeah.
He started becoming not heroic.
Yeah.
Which, that wasn't what I signed up for. It took a direction that I wasn't too keen on. Yeah. And many of the fans obviously have spoken as to not be too keen on it. But he was the parent who actually was trying to be a great parent.
He was trying to be a great parent.
So you don't have him shot.
Yeah.
You don't have Naturi's character shot.
True.
You have no one shot by a child.
Yeah.
That one got me. That one got me as Omari.
Yeah.
That one got me as Omari.
That was tough.
Because it's me.
Yeah.
You got me here speaking to young kids. I'm supposed to embrace. Nah, bro. That one got me.
That was tough.
I had no problem with Ghost being off the board. The way he was taking it. Crazy.
Wow. So Moochie, if he was unsatisfied with the way Ghost was taken off the board, it only means to me you got to come back and fix it. And then pictures like this have surfaced, but I think that this is old. Moochie, look at how young Michael Rainey Jr. looks in this picture, but it surfaced on a couple of groups trying to say that he's coming back and all that. But I don't need that to support the fact that he's coming back, Moochie, because here's the thought process about my main man coming back. One thought has been he's going to come back in this series sometime maybe around when they take their mid-season break or at the very end. And the other thought, Moochie, has been that he's going to come back when they do the prequel series of how him and Tommy got involved in the whole organization in the beginning. So having said all those things, Moochie, which way do you go with Omari coming back as Ghost?
If they do the prequel, then I guess we're going to see him narrating.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't know. Because this picture is like, the picture looks kind of old. I'm looking at the clothes and all of that. I'm looking at
Yeah, man.
Tariq's Michael Rainey Jr.'s clothes. So this could be
Yeah.
a old clip.
Yeah, this picture is old, Mooch. I don't. This picture has nothing to do with him coming back. However, his ass is coming back, Moochie. And you know good and darn well he's gonna be at this celebration. I mean, like, and the fact that he's gonna be at this celebration, they can try to play it up as though he's not coming back because anyone who has been a part of the entire series is gonna show up at this thing. But I think the kicker to all that is Moochie, he is coming back. It's just a matter of where are they going to put him? Where is he going to come back at? How is he going to come back? What stage is he going to come back? And with you being a scripty Moochie, how would you institute Ghost back into the story? Because a lot of people are saying it would be cheesy to bring him back. And you know what, Moochie? I can understand where they're coming from. But I think that Starz has made the bet that him coming back would bring subscribers back to the franchise that left. What say you?
I do believe that's a possibility. I was looking for this picture where I think that's his tattoo in that Fight Club scene with him and Kane. And I don't think he's not in the States. I think
Okay.
I've been saying this. I'm gonna stay 10 toes with it too. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll take the L. But I feel like that picture with that Fight Club thing, I'm looking for it now, Lamont.
Yeah, take your time. Take your time.
He's gonna come back like that, and that's gonna be the cliffhanger for episode whatever it is when they take that break from June, because it comes on in June. From so August, the whole month of August is not gonna be on for that whole month. That's when it's gonna that's when we gonna see him.
Now, see, Moochie,
that's what my wishful thinking. I'll say it like that.
We get down the same way, Moochie. Me and you get down the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And audience, we want to know how y'all get down. I personally feel like they are going to give us a cliffhanger that has something to do with Ghost at that mid-season pause, which I hate that shit, y'all. Just trust me. I hate when shows want to take a full pause in the middle of a scene. That just irks my nerve. And there's no place for that. But anyway, I do believe, and this is the first time Power has done this, that in that mid-season final episode is when Ghost, if he doesn't pop up, they're going to show something that makes us think he's alive. Like they'll go to the grave site, pull up the grave, and there's no body in it. Or anything to elude that we need to be staying on our toes following that break. And before we go further, folks, let us bring in another one of your favorites. The hometown A is in the building.
Hey, Momo.
Hi. I'm back. What's up? Hi, everybody.
All right. Hey, what happens where you went stays where you went. We don't need to know nothing.
I don't need to know nothing.
Don't need to know nothing.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
I hope you have fun.
We do too.
Something like that.
So you come in with us talking about Ghost, and I sent in the private chat for anybody that wants to go. They're having the NYC Takeover Fans Immersive Experience. We all know Omari's going to be there. Everybody who's been on Power is going to be there. Now, Monique Nicole, are you going to travel up there?
No, I wish I knew about this sooner. I would have definitely. God, that's next week.
Next week.
I mean, I got people in New York. Let me see what I can finesse. Hey.
Well, when you look, your people in New York is sitting right above you, named Moochie.
I'm going Saturday. I can't go to the one on the 6th. That's my nephew's graduation.
Yeah. I don't know.
I can't go to that. I'll go to the fan experience. I wanted to make it for the other thing, but I can't.
And they just dropped this like the last 24 hours?
Yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, yesterday. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So fans, if you're watching this prior, the link is in my video description if you want to go check it out. And Mo, we're just shooting the breeze about how they could bring in Ghost, and Moochie has always got the best pictures showing how things pop up. So Moochie, fill her in on what we're watching.
I already know.
Now, this was I think he's going to be in London. I think he been watching Tariq. That come on, who writes a letter saying I knew little nigga you was going to end up here? Come on now. Come on now. Stop pulling my leg. I'm telling you this. I saw this. I'm telling you this is him.
Moochie, sis, I support you, and you be right a lot of times, but I don't think this is him in this.
Okay,
scene.
so if it's not him, it's his brother. So I'll just say that. Y'all thinking he not coming back? They already said he coming back.
No, I know he coming back. You and I have talked offline. I know he coming back. I don't agree with in this scene. Not at all. This is just a basic scene of Kane having a Fight Club moment.
I'm looking at the tattoo.
I know, but we gotta
look at the tattoo on him.
We gotta let that go, though. We gotta let that go. That's not Ghost. We can bet money. You want to bet some money offline? That's not Ghost, though.
Now, Moochie,
he coming back. I'm with you.
He's coming back. He coming back.
I just don't think in this scene that's not Ghost. No.
So yeah,
you don't think it's him either?
Not in the scene.
I'm looking at the back of the head. I'm looking at that. If it ain't him, it's his brother playing coy.
Yeah,
like how they do stuff where, oh man, I thought it was him, like that.
And you know what, Moochie, they could do that just because the way they filmed the angles and all. They could make up a story and say that was him and he was there all along if they wanted to, because this character does resemble him so much. So they could say that if they wanted to. And Monique Nicole, this has been passing around the internet as evidence he's coming back. But this picture looks mighty old to me.
Thank you.
Tariq looks like he's barely 18 years old right here. This looks mighty old.
That looked like the last season he was there.
Yeah, this
exactly.
Is that's old.
Exactly.
And like I told y'all, we've talked, y'all know, I think I've already shared on your platform and my platform. Like, I already know he coming back. I feel it. I'm with Moochie. Everybody say we crazy. We got to let it go. I've been saying it. The issue I have with production and the behind the scenes, and I stand, this is my opinion, I stand on it. I prefer the element of surprise. I feel like for Ghost to come back, there should have been no inkling of him coming back. It should have been a straight gut punching, jaw dropping moment. I despise the fact that there's articles, and again, I know I work in that space. I know it was a somewhat credible source. I still don't agree with that move. I feel like for Ghost to come back after all this time and all the controversy behind, I just feel like it should be a gut punching, jaw dropping moment. Even if there's speculation, don't put it out there. Similar, I'm not saying they're on the same level. I'm just saying element of surprise. Raising Kanan, of course, half of us were torn between a Unique coming back. We knew it was possible, but what do? They made sure in the media to dead it. They made sure to not, you see, he had a whole TMZ interview where he was like, yeah, it's been real. I'm back on tour. Element of surprise. That's my issue. That's my only gripe with this shit, because I wanted me and Moochie and you, Lamont, on that fucking finale.
You said I was lying about
Unique. We told y'all. Hold on. We told y'all.
You said I was lying about Unique, though.
Who?
Not lying. You said I was wrong about Unique, too.
No, I didn't.
A couple of people did. People did.
It wasn't Mo.
It was not me. A couple of people. I don't think it was. Well,
it wasn't Mo. What
I
Mo
just know
said,
people were saying that. I was bugging out. Give it a rest. You don't know what you're talking about. I was wrong about that, though. I was wrong about that. I'll probably be wrong. I was wrong about that, which I was right. And I'm probably wrong about this, too.
But that's why,
like I said, I always say I could be wrong and I could be right.
That's why I always say that I could be wrong, I could be right. But that's what I'm using Unique as an example. It was controversy behind it. You see what I'm saying? Some of us thought he could be alive. Some of us thought he was gone. They did the right thing by leaving it to be an element of surprise, and they should have done that with Ghost. Ghost's character is too fundamental and too important for them to be having mother freaking articles and blogs talking about he coming back. We shouldn't even know. We should not know that. So I don't agree with how they handle it, and that's just me.
I know how you feel, Mo, but from a business standpoint,
hell no,
they're happy because
Yep.
a lot
they
of
happy because
people
they talking about it.
well, not just that, a lot of people who think that he could come back now has re-up with stars. I got some of the numbers, and they seen a not 10, not 15, 25% uptick in subscribers this year versus last year with all this he might be coming back stuff, versus you probably would not have seen that because now people are coming back to watch and thinking, what episode is he going to come back on? And they could pull the carpet. They could pull the carpet and he might not even be in this iteration of the show. It could be that he's in the show, the prequel, where he's going to be introduced with Tommy. But I will give you this, though.
Yeah.
When the whole thing came out with Unique, before Moochie stood 10 toes with me, I was the lone like I remember we got online the day after it happened. Monique was crying. Who's the other girl that you was crying?
My
and,
man,
the Khaleesi was crying. The Khaleesi of our show was crying. And both of y'all was like, he's gone. How did he survive? And Moochie was kind of on the fence at first. And I was like, Moochie, stand 10 toes down with me. He is not dead. And I do remember Khaleesi giving me a fight. I remember you, Mo, just basically saying, "Mine, that's going to be a stretch." And I remember fans. Fans.
I remember.
Fans got in my
it got nasty. I remember the comments. This was my thing, Lamont.
I had people telling me to give it a rest.
I love
telling me that now.
I love Unique's character so much. And I saw the violence and how he went out. I can't tell you what came first, but I can tell you I was conflicted.
Yeah.
I was very conflicted. There were moments where I was like, he's gone. There were moments where I was like, yo, he could be. I was conflicted. I will tell you that. I wasn't leaning on one side completely, but I remember feeling very conflicted. And then I think as the episodes kept going, I was like, well, shit, my man might really be gone. I was depressed. Baby, I was depressed. I was on every fan page, every Power fan page. I was under Joey Badass's comment, be like, baby, I was a fiend. That's my man, but yeah. Anyway.
So Mo, I'll get us off Power when I tell you what, even though I stood 10 toes on it right after it happened, because that was, if you remember, that was their mid-season, like they took like 2-3 weeks off after that happened, if you remember.
Yeah, you're right. They did.
And I'm gonna tell you what further up the ante for me to believe he was coming back. When his dumb butt gave that interview talking about he was gone, like I already knew for sure. Then
I believed it. Am I naive? I believed it.
Yes.
Because I follow his music. My baby was on tour. Don't try me.
The music is one thing, but how many times, Mo, in the entertainment industry outside of music have we seen these actors that are doing, let's just say they're doing a world tour for a film and they slip up and say stuff they ain't supposed to say. And then you have some that straight lie, and it becomes, the minute you lie, I know it's the opposite. So
I'll be honest,
that's Tom Holland used to give away the movies. That's why they stopped telling him stuff.
I'm gonna be honest.
He was giving away the stuff to the Avenger movies.
Oh, Tom Holland from Spider-Man.
Holland.
He would mess up
Tom
in the
Holland and the guy that played the Hulk. And I love Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, I love him too. Yeah. Oh shoot, I didn't know they were slipping up in interviews.
Oh my God, they be like, I don't want to say they give away the whole thing, Mo, but people who know the lure and know the films as well as me, Moochie, and the crew, the stuff that they reveal, it just basically, we know this. We know what's going to
happen. With him, the comic book connoisseur, he know everything.
You know everything. You can't get it past him.
He know everything.
Yeah. I got you. This is fun though. I mean, we gonna
I'm gonna stand 10 toes in it. I think he alive. I'm gonna go a step further. This is not my theory. I think Steve and I made everything happen.
Okay.
I'll
Hey,
leave
look.
it at that.
Even okay, the politician, governor,
Mhm.
government guy who had mad connections. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Mhm.
He
I
made the arrest not happen.
Yeah, I liked his
Right.
character. Actually, I liked him.
I did too. I did too.
He
I
made the
did too.
arrest not happen. So everybody sitting here saying that, oh, it's impossible. No, it's not. It was shown. It was shown how. I just hope we get like a walk back to see how everything went down.
Girl,
I
me
feel
too.
like I think he switched the gun out with blanks. When he threw that gun, when he threw the pow on the bed at Tariq when he confronted him, and he knew that once he said what he was going to do, he said, "I'm gonna give you an opportunity," but he probably didn't think it was gonna go down the way it was because remember Tasha was supposed to walk in there,
Yeah,
and they switched it the last minute.
I mean, I'll be real with you. I think Ghost really did get pow. I just think it was a situation where I always gave a little hope because we never saw him take his last breath. We heard ambulance and police coming. So I always said, you know what? If Ghost come back, it's believable because Tommy left him on the floor. Yes, he was struggling, but we never saw him take his last breath. So who's to say? We heard the ambulance and y'all run it back. When Tommy left, that's why Ghost was like, get out of here because the police and ambulances were coming. So who's to say that they got inside in time and they were able to revive him, bring him back to life, save him. We see it all the time.
All right.
So
one more thing. Nobody never identified his body.
Ever. We never saw, thank you, Moochie.
We never saw the body.
Never saw a body. There was no funeral. That was always a dead giveaway.
We've seen several morgue scenes in the Power universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there was a scene.
One in Ghost. The one where we saw Kanan's body in there. We saw Sax, right?
They tried to play us though, Moochie, because they did season 1 of Power Book 2 Ghost. There was a scene with Tariq talking at the gravesite.
Yeah, but that's the gravesite. They don't know. Yeah, you don't know him. We never saw him in a coffin. We saw Angela in a coffin.
We saw everybody.
That's why
I agree.
And here's another thing. Here's another thing they could do. Speaking of, we heard the ambulance. Do y'all remember in that same season, or it could have been the previous season, how Ghost stole the ambulance and rammed into Tommy in the Suburban?
No, it was the opposite way around. Tommy had the ambulance.
So if Tommy was able to steal an ambulance, how the hell we don't know who was in that ambulance that took the body somewhere? They could replay it like that. You know, we see Otten's people. They was dressed up in the ambulance. They took the body, and you know he could be in Witsec, he could be in London, he could be anywhere. So, folks, all I can say is, if you go to this, the link is in the description. You might see Moochie there, and you can take some selfies with her. Post your comments and let us know if you're going to be there, because Moochie will be there in the attendance.